So welcome back, and the psalm that we're praying today is Psalm 128, which is one of a group of psalms called the Psalms of Ascent, and they were thought to be songs that the Israelites would sing as they went up to the temple to pray. And if there was just two words that I could use to sum up this psalm, it would be obedience and blessing. So if we're ready, let's read it. Blessed are all who fear the Lord, who walk in obedience to him. For you will eat the fruit of your labour. Blessings and prosperity will be yours. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. Your children will be like olive shoots round your table. Yes, this will be the blessing for the man who fears the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion. May you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. May you live to see your children's children. Peace be on Israel. So this is a rich psalm that encourages worshippers to fear the Lord and walk in obedience to him. And in doing so, there will be blessing. So whilst the psalmist seems to direct his words towards men, the first line makes it clear that the message of the psalm is for all. The word obedience can in some ways be quite an emotionally difficult word for lots of different reasons. Maybe simply because we don't always like being told what to do, but perhaps also because it can bring up images of despotic rulers demanding the obedience of their subjects and wielding power in such a way that it crushes those underneath them. But this isn't who God is. He is the perfect King, the perfect Father, whose heart is full of compassion for us, who wants us to do well and succeed, who cheers us on, and who knows what's best for us, our families and communities. We see God's perfect selfless love revealed in Jesus Christ. Faithful obedience to God is not so much something that is forced on us, but is our loving, trusting and wise response to God's kindness, goodness and faithfulness. It is in our best interest to follow where God leads and to walk in his ways, because quite simply he loves us so very, very much. So my first prayer today is that God will help me to walk in his ways, to obey him gladly and to persevere when it's tough or costly. So the psalm goes on to list a number of blessings for those who fear the Lord, things that worshippers going up to the temple would have hoped and prayed and longed for. Food from their work, marriage, children. The word blessing carries a meaning of contentment, of happiness and well-being. And the prosperity that the psalmist speaks of relates more to life in all its fullness rather than the materialistic accumulation of wealth. And yet it is the psalmist's firm expectation that those who walk in obedience will know God's blessing in their life. So whilst I don't think this means that life will never have its troubles, we can come to God and ask him for his blessing on us and our families and loved ones. So my second prayer is that I will indeed know God's blessing in my life, and particularly the joy of a friendship with God. So the psalm finishes with blessing those that he's addressing in Israel. So the third thing I'll take from this psalm is a reminder really to bless those I come into contact with and the city that I live in. So those are my thoughts, and do have a look for yourself, and may God bless you and your household. May he strengthen you, guide you and lead you as you journey with him, and may you know the joy and security of walking closely with Jesus all the days of your life. Amen.